What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football Menace, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. Chelsea eyeing huge defender signing, and Thiago Silva future is uncertain. Is this the answer to Chelsea's defensive crisis? We're going to break down and see who is really on the radar for Chelsea to bring in to still save their life in terms of their defensive crisis. Chelsea have already planned to bring in a centre-back in the summer, Ousmane Diomande. We're going to look at that and see who is Ousmane Diomande. Ousmane Diomande is a name quite high on the list of possibility. It won't be it's not going to be that easy for Chelsea to negotiate with Sporting CP and bring him to the football club. This was reported by Ben Jacob earlier today. Chelsea and Liverpool have joined Manchester United in a race of Benfica midfielder João Neves, who has a release clause of 120 million. So these are what we have for you on the show today. So guys, Stephen G is back in the house and back in the building today. So I'm not going to be by myself today. Stephen in the house, and we're going to go through these topics and let us know your view. And also, guys, do not forget to participate in the poll that we have. As soon as you click on it, don't forget to subscribe on the channel. Look in there. There is a poll. Let me know what your centre-back pairing for Chelsea will be if we have Diomande coming to the football club. Would you wish Ousmane Diomande, Ivorian International, to join Chelsea? Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are. So these are what we have for you in the show. Hang in there, stay tight, and we'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, beautiful people. Welcome back again. Another beautiful day. It's just gloomy and rainy day here in Michigan. You know, if you don't know where Michigan is located in America, so that is where we are at this moment. I'm not so sure about the weather in the UK. Probably Steven will give us a gist of what the weather looks like. And welcome him back again. We haven't seen him. We didn't see him on Monday, so happy to have him back again. Stephen, how is your day doing going so far for you? And how's the weather like in the UK?
Let me put it this way. What do you expect the weather to be like in UK? What's the typical English weather?
Should I say little rainy and cold?
And he's nailed it in one.
Is it more cold or rain? Is it both at the same time?
Been absolutely peeing it down, basically.
Over here is just, I think it rained a lot yesterday, and the weather is so gloomy. Looking, it's so wet and muddy outside. But yeah, you can see, I can see the weather's within a range between 60 to 65. Not super cold. It's okay. It's okay. to walk around probably with just a tank top, a little bit of a tank top or something, or sleeve, maybe a sweater like I'm wearing here. You'll be good. Not to wear a jacket. But anyway, let's see who we have here. Big man like Gula Mustafa. Greetings to the big man Gula Mustafa. So the big up knee, Stephen, and everyone in the chat. Very cloudy, absolutely no sunshine, no sun at all today. Rainy. Gulam, what's your weather like? He said predictable UK weather. I think they should give off to the weather guys in the UK. All right, Stephen. What was your day yesterday? What do you do for the what do you call it again? Easter. What do you do for Easter?
Honestly, not much. It's the best way to put it. It wasn't really much.
Did you go to church?
Huh?
Do you go to church?
No, I'm not religious, so
okay.
Don't go.
All right. So absolutely, that's my man himself, Steven perspective over here. So yes, Steven is here. Steven, another huge name. We've talked about this young player again. Who is Ousmane Diomande?
Yeah. So 20-year-old centre back from Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
And he is from a country that Chelsea are very familiar with. It's the same country that Didier Drogba came from in Ivory Coast.
One more player.
So that's where he's from. That's his age.
One more player you can add to it. You just said Didier Drogba. There's one more player you can add to it. There's two players coming from there.
I believe he is about 6'2".
Can you hear me, Steven?
6'2".
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying there are two players coming from Ivory Coast that play for Chelsea.
Drogba and Kalou.
Absolutely. Okay.
But it's easier for the younger viewers. It's easier to say Drogba because they're more likely to know Drogba than Kalou. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like Kalou, the ones who have been around longer than that will know of Kalou. The ones who are of a younger audience might not necessarily know who Kalou is. So it's easier just to go by Drogba. But yeah, Kalou was also from there. Yeah, so he's 20-year-old centre-back from Ivory Coast. He's about 6'2" in height. And my issue is I always talk about experience in terms of more so the number of games they've played in senior football, right?
Yeah.
Specifically with me, I base it on Europe in terms of Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, and then the traditional big 5 leagues plus Portugal is pretty much what I do. So England, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, and then Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. And then because we're an English club, I also chuck the Championship in there as well. My issue with Diomande is not that he's 20 years old, because there are some 20-year-olds who have played silly number of games, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My issue is that in the Portuguese league, he's only played 33 games. And in the Europa League, he's played 12, which means between the Europa League and the Portuguese league, he's only played 45 games. That's my issue with it. Whereas, depending how quickly I can get this up, I should have kept my Discord open because I had it up on there. But I basically looked at some of the names we'd been looking at. This is from a while ago. And I looked at how many games they've played in that criteria that I set. So I've seen some people link us with Jonathan Tah. He's 28. He's played 327 games between the Bundesliga, Champions League, Europa League. Upamecano, 25, so only 5 years older. 247 games in the Bundesliga, Champions League, Europa League.
Yeah.
Tapsoba, 25 again, 180 between Portuguese League, Bundesliga, Champions League, Europa League. Mark Guehi, 23, so he's only 3 years older, 152 games between the Premier League and the Championship.
That's gay. My gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Todibo, we've been linked with. He's 24, so he's 4 years older. He's played 139 games between the Bundesliga, La Liga, Liga, Conference League, and Champions League. Inacio, who is, I'm trying to remember, I think he's also Sporting. Yeah, he's also Sporting. He's 22, so 2 years older. Has played 129 games between the Portuguese League, Champions League, and Europa League. And then someone who's the same age as him, Antonio Silva, Benfica, 20.
Yeah, very tall
These
guy.
numbers might not be
I
the
have.
exact same because this is from about a month ago. So
Yeah.
obviously they would have changed, but obviously not changed significantly. But at the time, Antonio Silva was 20. He'd played 68 games between the Portuguese League, Champions League, and Europa League. And he had a minimum of 12 games remaining.
Is it this guy, Antonio Silva? That guy?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's him. He's very, very tall. You can tell by looking at the picture already.
Mm-hmm.
Very tall guy. And also height is very, very important here. You know, physique, also we have to remember, physically, these defenders have to be very, very strong. So all this come in play in terms of who you're selecting to be Chelsea's next center back to pair with any of these left back that we have. And apparently they're looking for a right, footed center back. So
easy solution, yeah. And I know it won't be a name that everyone will want, and it's not a big glamorous name, and people might think it's biased because he's from Cobham initially. Mark Guehi. He's still young, but he's played over 150 games in the Premier League and the Championship combined. And I believe he's at nearly 95 Premier League appearances and started all of them, I think. I'm just going to quickly get the Premier League website up now, just so I can confirm whether I am correct on the fact that he's played nearly 100 games in the Prem. Because I believe that is accurate. It's going to take me 2 seconds. I'm already there. So, player comparison, go here, go to search.
All right, Steven, whilst you're searching, let me read these 2 comments
I've
real quick so I can
anyway.
give you that space to get it done.
He's got 95 appearances, Mark Guehi, for Crystal Palace. And he has
95 appearances.
All of them. Yeah. So he's played over 152 games in the Premier League and Championship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was on loan at Swansea, if I remember rightly. So between Swansea and Crystal Palace, he's played over 150 games. In the Premier League itself, he's played 95. He started all 95. He's only been subbed off 5 times. So he's completed 90 minutes 90 times.
But Steven, for me, if we're talking about this, look at this Diomande guy, his experience. He's already a leader. He won the African Cup of Nations.
But then he hasn't really played much to a top level is my issue. That's why I was saying, like, you're on about a right-sided centre-back. That's why my easy solution is someone like Mark Guehi. Because Diomande, for what I was saying, is like 40-odd appearances. Something like that.
Yeah.
Between the Portuguese League and Europa League, he's only played about 40 to 50-odd games. That's an issue. We need people who are experienced. Also, when I was saying Guehi's also been a captain as well for at least 1, if not 2 seasons. So he's also got the leadership there as well. So my preference would be that or someone of similar number of games.
He's also been linked with Arsenal.
It's not even me knocking Diomande. I just want to see Diomande get more games at Sporting and get that experience up and sort of find how playing suits him, like how he wants to play, what sort of player he's going to be.
Okay.
because that's what I want to see. I don't like the fact we're linked with him when we go lose Thiago Silva and then we go, let's replace him with someone who's not even played like 100 games.
Great,
It's
great
just
from
silly.
Steven G. You guys hear Steven G's preference on this. He just wants Diamande to get more experience, not experience like game time. He feel like
Yeah,
Diamande
experience
hasn't
in
got
terms of
enough
game
game
time.
time. That's what Steven felt like. But big up to you, Sasuke Guna. Sasuke Guna said, "Hey y'all from Canada." Says how goes the Blueclouds media have EPL fans sapped to my mass sports world yet. I think some of I have the other day you came on and subscribed to your platform, so I'm one of your subscribers. So once you start uploading more content, I'll be the guy to be watching out for it because I support those that support me on my platform too. So Sasuke Guna, thank you very much. Diamande Guna looking at this player. Yes, I've seen the picture right there. Gunners are also looking at Diamande at this moment. I don't know if I've said it, Steven. Arsenal also looking in the back. Can Arsenal pay a fee of over 100 million for that defender? I'm not so sure. So I mean, time will tell if
I
Arsenal
don't
have
think
that money.
Arsenal sold much the last couple of seasons, but then they forked out 100 odd million on Rice,
Rice,
and
yeah.
then also got Havertz
Timber, they brought in
for about
Timber.
60 million, and then who else did they get? Urian Timber,
Urian
I
Timber,
think,
yeah.
was quite expensive as well, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they've really sold anyone for like anything significant. I don't think.
But do they have enough to sell? Do they have enough academy joints to sell to get full profit for it?
Who knows? But it's not always about academy players. You can make profit on other players, but obviously, I only track the Chelsea players that are left, like with how much they've got on the books. I don't track the others because it gets too complicated, and I don't have the time to do like a Excel spreadsheet for like every team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if I did, I would happily do it, and then it would make life a whole lot easier. But unfortunately, I don't, so I can't do it.
All right, great talk. That's from a man like Steven. What do you have here? Diamande says all right, so we got two best start center back combo in the globe. Is this Saliba? Galiba and Galiba. Good. Sasuke, there's a Galiba and
Saliba and
Galiba.
Gabriel is what he said.
Yeah, Galiba and
Come on, let's be fair. Yeah, they're not the two best center. They're not the best center back combination. Let's be fair. Come
they were
on,
the best.
they're not the best center back combination. Let's be fair.
All right, Sasuke Guna said the nice one. I fell asleep Saturday early morning after Newcastle vs West Ham United game. It was exciting, and I didn't go do my usual 3 p.m. UK kickoff. Was it Go Rush? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to check the Sasuke Guna. Please, can you send your link in there? Let me check what you've been doing. So yeah, I can. I want to enjoy something of content from your platform. Arsenal will be selling lots this summer. Ramsdale, Eddie, Pate, Nelson, and etc. Yeah, they still got players to sell, Steven. Saliba, Gabriel. Who's better? Centre back combo. Let's be fair. Who is better? It is nobody according to stats. I
So
mean,
you don't
centre
think Man
back.
City have a better centre back pairing? Because I do.
Well, centre back. Who do they have there?
Who do Man City have at centre back?
Yeah.
Come on.
Akanji. Akanji hasn't been that good this season. He was good last
John
season.
Stones,
Ruben
Diaz,
Stones is
like the
better.
options they have.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah,
Ruben Diaz. Diaz
I
has been
think
good.
that's
So
probably a better partnership.
yeah, I think Ruben Diaz and Akanji's partnership has been good. Sasuke Guna. Ake has been in and out. Ake, I wouldn't say his partnership with. What do you think? Would you put Ake in? Ruben Diaz and Akanji. Aki and Akanji, Diaz. Aki and Diaz or Ruben Diaz and Akanji. I think Diaz and Akanji.
I think Stones is a better fit.
Stones and Akanji or Diaz.
Diaz, I think.
I mean, the way Pep Guardiola has been moving him in the midfield, it makes it very, very complicated trying to put him in that spot that this is the guy because he's been moving out of position.
Like Sasuke Guna says, what City centre backs change every match, right?
Yeah.
The point is, they've got one or two partnerships that they can typically use that are probably better. And that's no disrespect. I do think Arsenal got a good centre back pairing. I just wouldn't say it's the best centre back pairing. I think they've got very good ones, probably top 5 easily, in my opinion. I just don't think it's the best. It's probably higher than 5th, actually. It's probably top 3 or 2. But I don't think it's the best.
All right. Steven doesn't think that is the best. And also, Steven, we're still talking about Diomande. Diomande is still there. We got 21 minutes. We have some few minutes. We're probably going to do a very short stream today. I almost did not stream today because there's not much to talk about. There's not much there to talk
I was looking on YouTube and I didn't notice that you'd set one up until like 5:30, I think.
Oh, the
so
stream was
literally
ready.
about an hour
The
ago.
stream was ready yesterday, Steven. The stream was ready.
Yeah, no, but normally you send the thing out early, innit? And you hadn't sent one, so I was like, oh, I'm going to go on YouTube and check.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw it, but I didn't see it until it was already like 5:30. I was like, is he just like busy? And
Usually
not
when I set everything up and then I'm done, I have so much time, I post it right away. But yesterday I struggled to get more content on bring on the platform and talk about it because I don't like to be repeating, something that we've already talked about many times. But this one is just a developing news.
Yeah,
from Ben Jacob today, where when Ben Jacob is reliable. It's reliable. Probably you can get about 80% reliability from Ben Jacob. So I was like, man, I'm gonna take this news, add some future and talk about it. Yes, Steven.
This is coming out from him now, and it relates to Leicester. So he's saying that Leicester have announced an £89.7 million loss for 2022-23 season.
Yeah,
and will likely need to sell players before the 30th of June to avoid any further charges after they'd already made a £92.5 million loss the previous season. Having already been charged, it means they may need to sell again. So, who knows? Maybe they come up and they still need to sell. And there's a couple of players there that I'm surprised they hadn't already sold. I'm surprised that Wilfred Ndidi guy is still there, for example.
Leicester still have a lot of players they can sell for good money. They can sell in the Championship.
I'm surprised that some of them are still there. They got such quality,
and probably high wages.
That was just coming out, and we were saying we didn't have much, and you were on about Ben Jacobs. I was like, oh, actually,
there's the news there. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. So, is that Magpies?
Magpies. So Newcastle versus Everton.
Forest. Is that what they called him? Is that what they called him?
It's their nickname, yeah.
Oh, the Mac.
But yeah, there's quite a few games on today.
Yeah, this we can go through them to get our time working for us. He set up Everton soon and Forest versus Fulham. Is it Burnley versus Wolves? Then Bournemouth versus Palace, and the final Hammers hopefully beat Spurs. I hope so. I'll love it. I love when the Spurs loses. Leicester City will be fined or drop. I think they'll drop points till next year, and then go to Premier League again. Perhaps is it Hampered?
Huh? I can't see. You've got the next one on the screen.
That one is a Hampered. Is it Hampered or I don't know?
Hampered.
Yeah, Hampered. Ipswich Town, absolutely. Did you hear the commentary for Keir McKenna yesterday? Oh my goodness. I think he's a Ipswich fan. the way he did the commentary yesterday, you could tell that this is the Ipswich fan, and the emotions and the way he screamed and yelled in the commentary. Oh my goodness, Stephen.
What game is this for?
Ipswich game yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Yeah, their game was yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I was on the way back home, so I actually didn't see a lot of the game, unfortunately.
Oh,
But
what a game! What a game! Mario
I want
actually being in
Ipswich to come
force.
up. Do you not?
Yeah.
To fill a gap quickly, which 3 teams do you want to get promoted to the Premier League? If you had to pick 3 teams, who do you want?
I want Leeds back.
Do you know what the table looks like, or do you want me to quickly send it?
Oh, I
Or
saw
you
it a while
able
ago,
to
but
get-
yeah, you can send it to me and I can share it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want Ipswich. I want Ipswich back on. I want to see Ipswich. I want to see Leeds United. I don't want to see Leicester City.
I don't want Leeds.
You don't want Leeds?
Nah.
I think the reason why I want
For
Leeds
me-
is they'll be more competitive than at some of the other teams that we've seen. You know, Sassu's
See,
gonna
for
say
me,
cheers.
I want 2 new teams, right? So I want
Okay.
Ipswich because I've never seen Ipswich in the Premier League in my life, right? Because they weren't in it in any time during my lifetime. Yeah.
Let me send the link so I can let me talk to Saskia Guna. Saskia Guna, if you have a little bit of time, I want you to hop on and discuss. Talk to us, okay? Let me send the link in there. Saskia, come on and discuss some of these games with us. Andy, big up to you, Andy. Andy is back on the show here. Gula Mustafa says the last minute winner. Absolutely. What a win. What a win from Ipswich. Ipswich and Leeds back top. And then yeah, who knows in playoff. Yeah, I don't want to see Leicester City. I know Steven don't like Leeds, but the reason why I like Leeds
No, I
is
want Leicester.
they always create so much drama, and the way they play, they always compete and put so much. You know, they take points away some of the big teams. So Ipswich come.
But Leicester do that as well, though. You can't deny it. Leicester do that. Leicester have even won a league title, so
we
we
want to see
can't.
Leicester and
I genuinely, I want 2 new teams, right? So I want Ipswich, and then I want somehow to see Coventry or Preston get promoted by the playoffs, and then I want Leicester to come up automatically with Ipswich.
You think Ipswich will have enough to stay in the Premier League? We've seen what has happened to.
I mean, Ipswich are almost very. I'd say Ipswich are very probable to come up. That's what I would say. I say it's very likely they come up regardless. By the way, I believe it's the 3rd match in a row Armando Broja does not make the match day squad for Fulham.
the 5 million is definitely spot on. For
Yeah, no,
Chelsea.
we got the 5 million. Well, we're getting the 5 million. So that's another 5 million to help us with these supposed bad PSR issues that we're going to have. Oh, no.
Stephen, did you read anything about Broja from Fulham by Marcus Silva, that he was really interested? It was him that brought Broja to the football club, and he was interested in signing Broja when what's his name again? This Serbian striker left Fulham. Mitrovic left to Saudi. He was willing to sign Broja, but I think that Chelsea did not have a recognized striker to help Jackson out, so they did not want to sell him at that moment. Chelsea did not even have Jackson at that time. And there was no striker there. They had Jackson in the summer.
We got Jackson early, didn't we?
Yeah,
we got
he
Jackson
came in the summer
preseason.
But it was only Jackson that Chelsea had, and they were not willing to let Jackson go.
Said we didn't even have Jackson, and no, we would have had Jackson, but we would have only had Jackson. You mean we wouldn't have had Washington yet? Because we got Washington in the last few days of the window.
But
I think we got the 2 mixed up, which confused me.
He's not ready to start the Premier League. He was
but I think what happened. This is what I'm saying. I think you got them 2 mixed up, which then, as a result, got me confused on what you meant. Because you said I don't think they had Jackson yet when Jackson was there for preseason, and Washington didn't come till the last few days of the window.
All right, let me rephrase what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying. I was just clarifying. Because
what I'm trying to say is Chelsea were not and did not have their main striker who's be ready. They need their main striker who'll be ready for the Premier League. In that case, they could not let Amanda Broja. Sorry, almost Amanda Drogba. Amanda Broja go because they need at least two strikers for the season. You get what I'm saying? Until because we had Nkuku also injured, so it was left with just Jackson. So that was the main reason why they couldn't sell Broja to Fulham. But we're now seeing that he was very, very interested in him. Saskaguna, I've sent the link in there. I wanted to come on and let's discuss some of these games with you. I want to hear you. Discuss football. He said Ipswich 85 point 40 games, Leeds United 86 40 games, Leicester City 85 39 games. So Leicester City have a game in hand. Southampton 74 points 38. So Southampton has 2 games in hand to play. So if Southampton gets that 3, they win all those two games, which will take them to 9. That will take them to 81. Is that 81? Yeah, about there.
Was that I missed that? I was just waiting.
It will take them to 80. It will take them to 80 if they win all those two games, because they have 2 games in hand to play. Southampton.
Yeah.
They win those games, it will take them to 80.
They win their 2 games in hand, they go to 80 points. Yeah.
Yeah. Nkuku earlier, but so sad as he looked so good. Yeah, the earlier injury, but I don't know, that injury, man. It's something that we have to Chelsea have to get rid of that in the summer. Reorganize, bring in better people that know what they're doing. Mauricio Pochettino, whatever he's doing, if it's not working, he have to reshape himself. He's going to be the next Chelsea's manager in terms of his training method, because he's breaking the guys down. It says, yeah, man, he would like to as well, but time zone changes 7 hours, and I am at is in my office. Okay, my office. My friend love to sometimes, but I got phones and work here. Okay, and no secretary anymore. So you're not a secretary who does all the phone calls, who does all these letters and everything. I print out all the stuff. But yeah, good job, Saskaguna. You're doing a 2-man job at the same time. Anyway, you're very multitask. All right, Steven.
Yep.
We're gonna move on from Diomande. Let's get it real. Chelsea and Liverpool have joined Manchester United in the race for Benfica midfielder João Neves, who has a release clause of 120 million. Player in the picture right now. Steven, any idea of what this player is all about? Another young player.
No, I don't really know anything about it. I'm trying to look at the moment. So just a basic thing, because I've just loaded it up. So he's 19. He'll be 20 in September, the very end of September to be precise. He's Portuguese. He only signed an extension just over a year ago. He signed an extension about 14 months ago, January last year. Oh wait, was it? No, my bad. So he joined them in January last year, 2023. He then already signed an extension in August 2023. Makes 0 sense to me, but it is what it is. His contract expires in 4 years' time. He came through the Benfica Youth Academy. So he's only ever been at Benfica. He hasn't joined them from any other club. So he is
like a childhood, like
say, one of their own.
Yeah.
And I believe, here we go. So he has played 9 games in the Champions League, 4 games in the Europa League. So that's 13 games. And he's played 44 games in the league. So that is, what did I say? 9, 4, 13. So that's 57 games. So you see what I was saying about Diomande being 20? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm playing, I think it was less than 50 games or less than 60. João Neves is a year younger and has nearly played the exact same number of games.
But how
Granted,
long
one's
has
a centre-back and
Diamande?
one's a
How long has
defensive
Diamande
midfielder.
been with Sporting CP? That's also where you can have to count for, because
Pretty
maybe it's
sure
coming.
it's about 2-3
Maybe
seasons, I think.
yeah, maybe it's coming from a club that were not participating in the Champions League and Champions League. So moving
Oh,
to
shoulder cracked.
Sporting CP, that gave a chance to start playing Champions League. So we can also look into that one. Sasuke Guna said that was a bad, like as bad knee injury. And Kunku, he looked such a good of a player. All right, so thank you very much, Sasuke Guna, dropping a lot of comments in there. Big up to yourself, and I hope you're doing very well. Back home. So we guys, we literally have just 5 minutes to wrap up. Just 5 minutes. Today we keep it a little bit shorter.
They joined about the same. Well, I say joined. So Neves came through the youth academy, yeah,
Yeah.
but he moved into the first team January last year, January 2023. Ousmane Diomande joined Sporting January last year. So they joined the first team. I'm saying joined the first team because one joined the club from another club and one joined from their club youth academy. Yeah, so it's easier to just do it that way rather than keep switching as well. He joined from this club at that time and he joined from the youth academy at that time. Point is, both were in the first team for Sporting and Benfica, respectively, from January 2023. So just over a year.
And he's got
About
more game
15
time
months.
than a Diamande. So Diamande
Yeah.
just over a year. So I mean, over a year, you're not expecting to
Both
get
have
that many
been
games.
the first teams, respectively, for about 15 months.
So that could be the reason why Diamande that doesn't have that many game time.
No, but Benfica moved João Neves to their first team at the same time as Diomande joined Sporting. They literally both went into the first team of Benfica and Sporting, respectively, 15 months ago in January 2023.
Oh yeah. All right, so guys, that's where we are. We got 6 votes on it, 6 votes on the poll. Let me see what the people say. The fan says that I think a lot of people, 70% are taking Badishir and Axel Disasi, and 83% of the votes are taking Diamande and Levi Kowa. Stevie, which one did you pick? Which of the
I
pairing did you
haven't
pick?
actually seen the poll. I'm going to load it up now.
Okay. Well, we have.
Because I
Let me
only
share that
saw
with you.
it
Maybe
when
we
it
have
had
we have
the time.
Silva, Diamande, Badishir, Axel Disasi, Diamande, Levi Kowal, and I think Levi Kowal and Wesley Fofana. And Sasuke Guna said he likes Kowal. Big up to you, a lady and the queen of the channels. I 123 love you forever. She said a big up needs Zion, Steven, and everyone in the chat. Big up to you yourself. Hope all is well, May. All is well for you. All right, so yeah, Levi Kowal, Fofana, Diamande, Levi Kowal, Badishir, Axel Disasi, and Silva plus Diamande, and more the people said that 71% Diamande and Levi Kowal. Would you like to see that, Steven? If it happens.
No. You know my reasoning with the whole Diomande thing. I don't want Chelsea to sign Diomande. So for me, that's a no. Out of those options, I mean, Silva's almost definitely. Is that Silva as in Thiago Silva that's here, or is that Silva as in
Yeah,
sign
our
Silva?
current Silva. Our current Thiago Silva.
Okay. Because there's also been links with Antonio Silva from Benfica. So I needed to clarify that.
Yeah, no doubt
Then
Antonio
again, it
Silva.
has plus Diomande, so again, that would be a no for me. For me, I think when they're fit, the best partnership will probably end up being Cowell and Fofana.
Are you looking at this guy? Jean-Claude Todibo.
What do you mean?
Has he got enough experience, like minutes, under his belt? Because I know you fancy him.
I personally haven't seen enough of him. I know that he's got quite a bit of minutes, but personally, I don't want us to sign him.
Why?
For me, if I was to narrow it down, as I said, I like the prospect of bringing Mark Gurhey back. Yes, he's Cobham. That's not my reason for it. It's the fact that he's played nearly 100 games in the Premier League. He's played 95, as I touched on earlier. He started every single one of those 95, and he's played 90 minutes in 90 out of those 95 games. So he's got that experience factor, right? By the end of the season, he would have hit over 100 Premier League games and over 100 Premier League starts, barring an injury. But if we're talking outside of England, I kind of like Inacio from Sporting as well. He's 22, but he's played over 130 games between the Portuguese League, Champions League, and Europa League. So I like that experience that he has there. If we're talking for an option from outside of the Premier League, he's someone that I wouldn't mind us getting.
Let me see
I
if
know
I can
some
get
people
all
like
this.
Tar's experience in terms of age and the number of games he's played as well. But I think he's got a release clause of 12 million, but I'm not overly keen on getting Jonathan Tar.
Right, Steven said so. I think that, to me, the reason why I want Diomande, I watched Diomande play in the African Cup of Nations. He was exceptional. He never gave much away, and his that strength and his area of ability and awareness is very, very high. That's also one of the reasons why I'll prefer Chelsea signing Diomande. If you watch the finals against Nigeria couldn't have it that easy. Ousmane was out of the game. Ousmane did not even exist in the whole entire game finals. Diomande marked him off. The strength that this guy possesses on the pitch, it's incredible. It's very, very good in the air and also good passer of the ball. And I know the reason why I'm always hooting for these kind of players is the hunger for success is always very, very high, because they haven't seen it in the highest level. And always when you bring these players from these location and culture, they know what it takes. They know what it takes to be successful, and they want the chance to be successful. Unlike others who don't really care, like maybe Marcus Rashford, who feel like, I've got what I would need. I don't need to put in extra effort, because after I retire I leave Manchester United, maybe I can be a parliamentarian, or maybe I can be a governor for Manchester State, or Manchester what do you call it, City. Well, that's just by the way. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, Steven, that's my main idea of I want to sign this player, and also he's tall. He's quite tall. And what does it say his height is again? Let me check. Yeah, I have it here.
Which one?
Ousmane Diomande. I think
He's
it's
about 6'2".
No, 6'3".
6'2".
Yeah.
I looked it up before. It's about 6'2". I mean, 1 inch height don't really change anything. So,
but it does, Steven. And
1 inch of height, 6'2" versus 6'3", it really isn't that big of a difference.
Steven, it does. It does. It does. It does.
It doesn't. 1 inch of height don't change anything.
You're probably not going to qualify if you're going to have a boxing fight and we're weighing and you're over the number. You're not going to make that fight.
But you're talking about weight. That's the difference. You're talking about weight as opposed to height. 1 inch height don't change anything.
But I still have the height over there. 6'3", 6'2". The guy is tall.
That's what I'm saying. It don't matter, 6'2", 6'3". If you're talking 6 foot versus like 6'4", 6'5", or 5'11" versus 6'3", something like that. Okay, you're talking 3-4 inches of height. Now it's a bit of a difference, and that's kind of an issue.
Absolutely.
1 inch height don't change much at all.
I mean, if you're talking about height, we have Martinez, who plays for Manchester United. What's his height? What's his Martinez height for Manchester United? It's not anywhere close. I don't even think it's 6 feet. He's not even 6 feet. More or less, to even talk about 6'3". Martinez, Steven, what's Martinez height?
Lissandro.
Yeah, Lisandro Martinez for United. I'm sure it's probably 5'8".
Nah,
looking at him, I doubt it's even 5'8".
5'9".
5'9".
Apparently. I'm going to double check this because I don't know what that source is, so I'm double checking it now. Okay, I can confirm. According to Sky Sports, it is 5'9".
5'9". So Martinez and me have the same height, and I'm not super tall. I have the average height. I've stand by Gary Cahill before, and I look like a short guy. My height is almost the shortest of Gary Cahill. You get what I'm saying? So that is how short Martinez is. Anytime Gary Cahill stand by Martinez, he will out jump him 10 times. Because when I stand by Gary
It's quick,
Cahill,
right?
yeah.
You know that Sky article I said? The Sky Sports article says Martinez, or the 5'9" Lisandro Martinez, as he appears doomed to be known, despite being measured at 5'10" in his own medical, had an aerial success rate of 71% in the Eredivisie last season. Not just impressive, but the best of any player in that competition. It is not a statistic to end the debate, but is worthy of a mention, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying. They're going, oh, he's known as 5'9". He's actually coming at 5'10" on his medical, yeah? Let me put it to you like this. This is the exact point I'm making. 1 inch height does not change anything. But they're going to make out like it does for no reason.
I'm going to show the picture I'm talking about, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you're saying, Steven. What did I do? Okay, I got it back. If I, like I said, I am 5'9", and 5'9" standing by Gary Cahill. That should tell you the height of what's the height of Gary Cahill? Stevie, can you check that one?
Yeah, give me 2
Gary
seconds.
Cahill's height. I'm trying to get that picture on the screen, and I don't know where.
6'4", apparently.
6'4"?
Apparently, he's 6'4".
Very tall. Very tall. No, I'm
double checking this. It might not be 6'4", but it is still very tall.
So
okay,
that
let me check this
that
now.
is me over there, and that is Gary Cahill. And you can tell Gary Cahill is even leaning towards me. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm 5'9", and that is my height.
He's at least 6'2", 6'3", from what I've found out.
6'2", 6'3".
At least, yeah.
6'2", 6'3".
I'd say he's taller than 6'2", 6'3", looking at that.
So Martinez, same height with me, Gary Cahill over there. Who out jump the other?
You would expect Cahill to out jump someone of yours and Martinez's height.
Because when I jump, anytime I'm going high, he's also going higher. And look at Martin.
Whenever
height.
Whenever you jump, you have to make up those 5-6 inches of height on top of everything else. So you've got a net gain 6 inches of height on him when you jump. Like, dying easy.
Yeah. Would you fault Mauricio Pochettino for not putting El Matson over there? Look at El Matson. I think I'm taller than him. The guy he's good on the ball.
But then you also got to factor in that although it's not a big difference in where he is in terms of frame of the picture, he is still behind you. So he's further away from the camera.
I think I have a picture. Let me see if I can get that one. Me and Matson. I think
because you got to think, right?
Yeah.
The closer you are to the camera, the taller you look. The further you are from the camera, the shorter you look. It's an illusion, right? It's like, you know, when you see people go to those museums where they do illusions, yeah?
Yeah.
You have someone stand in one corner, someone stand in the other. One corner is closer than the other, so they look significantly taller than the person in the other. I really need to mute my Discord on my laptop right now. It's in my head in.
I'm not hearing it. It's not coming true, so don't know.
I know, but it's still doing my head in. I'll be honest. Every 2 seconds.
We just said the same thing. All right. Oh my goodness, we're just having fun over here. Sometimes you have to have fun anyway. Okay, replace one. All right, so I didn't get the Matson one, but I have the one with Diego Morero, whatever his name is. All right. Can't get that picture.
Supposedly, Moreira is about 5'9".
So yeah, but 5'9", and he looks a little taller.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, take over for a second. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. So I think someone mentioned earlier about some of the games that are going on today. So in terms of interest for Chelsea, obviously Datro Fofana wasn't eligible to play at the weekend against Chelsea because obviously being a Chelsea player on loan at Burnley, it means he can't play against his parent club. However, he is straight back in the lineup for the game between Burnley and Wolves at Turf Moor tonight, which kicks off in just under an hour. It kicks off 7:45 UK time. So in about 50 minutes for anyone that wants to watch that. Alternatively, Newcastle versus Everton's on in half an hour. So is Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. And then 7:45 kickoffs are Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace and Burnley versus Wolves. And the late kickoff at 8:15, which is the same kickoff time as Chelsea versus Man U on Thursday, the 8:15 kickoff for today is West Ham versus Tottenham for anyone that's interested in that. So if you wanted to, you could watch one of Newcastle versus Everton or Nottingham Forest versus Fulham for the first half. And then at halftime of that, you could switch over to West Ham versus Tottenham and watch that game instead. Don't know what you guys are doing, but I'll probably watch first half Newcastle versus Everton and then switch over to West Ham Tottenham game. And go just see if there's anything of note in any of those games. Lewis Hall starting at left back for Newcastle. I think it's the first game in a while that he's actually started.
All right. Gulam wants me to show me in the Rich James picture. I'm trying to do it, but it looks like I have to change the name of those files before I can copy them, and I'm not ready for it right now. But yeah, I'll get that ready some other time. Gulam, sorry, I apologize. He said that in the new world we get all matches as an option. Yeah. Guys, I think this is where we're gonna end. Draw the curtains. Steven, unless you have any more you want to add to it.
No, I've got nothing else to add.
There's not a whole lot to discuss today, but Sasuke Guna, thank you very much as usual. Gulam Mustafa.
Actually, the very last thing I would add when you're done with acknowledging everyone.
Yeah, and then Gulam Mustafa, I want to love you forever. And then I think my Liverpool fan, what's his name again? Who was on earlier on?
I didn't see any comments.
Andy says Arsenal link battle. Andy, thank you very much. Also joining the show today.
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm gonna say as we end it off is that for anyone that did miss it, Alfie Gilchrist has signed until 2026 with a further option. So technically, it's a 2-year deal with a 1-year option on top of that. However, his deal that he was already on expired in 2025. So it's a 1-year extension plus a 1-year option on top of that. 2-year deal, 1-year option, but it's technically a 1-year extension.
Okay.
And he also said that if he wasn't playing for Chelsea, then he'll be in the crowd with all the fans cheering on the players.
He's just a Chelsea boy. Mate.
That is proper Chelsea.
That's proper Chelsea, yeah.
He would have been in the crowd with all the fans.
Absolutely. So, guys, if you're watching, it's just I feel good, Chris. I feel good, Chris, have signed a new contract with Chelsea. You look at him, people say he looks like the guy in that video game. Is it the sniper? No, not the sniper. There's one game, the guy with a black suit, and then it looks like him when they put the suit on him.
No idea. Couldn't tell.
I played that game. And he gets like they give him a contract, and he has to go and do those missions, and then he comes back.
Hitman.
That's it. That's the game. Hitman. That's the game, Steven. You got it. Oh yeah, Glenn said Hitman.
And as soon as you said about contracts, I was like, Hitman.
Glenn said Hitman. Yeah, Hitman. Yeah, absolutely. I saw a picture of him, and they put him in the suit with the head on it, and he with the glasses on. It looks like Hitman, the guy in that video game. But anyway, Steven, thank you very much for joining us today. Hopefully, we can get some more news tomorrow, because today's news is not a whole lot.
Yeah, it's been a slow news day today.
Huh?
It's been a slow news day today.
Yeah, it is. I almost did not do a stream, but I just bawled, and then I was like, I haven't heard from Steven the whole of yesterday. He's been gone, but he's back today. Let me get him on the show. We can discuss a few, Chelsea news. But guys, thank you all for coming in. Steven, up to Chelsea. Lay this brand. Hang on to hope, guys. Hang on to hope. We'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.